Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Life of Colors. Today it's the 3rd of February. No, not 3rd, 4th. I will even check. Yeah, it's 4th of February. And my hair is extremely crazy right now. I mean, not extremely. It sometimes is crazier, but like a while ago I woke up from a nap. So yeah. So I still don't know what is going on around me. And it's almost 9 p.m. So I probably will go back to sleep soon. I hope so. I hope I fall asleep because today at school I was almost falling asleep. I was fine for the first half, and then my energy completely dropped, and when I was sitting, I was literally sleeping, sitting right up. I was so sleepy, I was so tired that even my English teacher asked me if I was okay because I was so tired. So, yeah. And that's the reason also why this video probably will be shorter again. I had English. I had biology. During biology, we were doing exercises on paper because the other half of the class had a test, and the people like me who have extended biology, we have completely different topics right now, because they have, on the basic biology, they have biotechnology, and we have about the blood circulation system. But we will also have a test soon, I think in 2 days or 3. I think on Thursday or Friday, I'm not sure. And yeah, but they had the test today because that's the only day in the week when they have biology, because they have biology once a week and we have 3 times a week, I think, or either 3 or 4, because I don't remember if we have 3 hours of biology an overall or 3 hours of extended biology. I'm not sure really. We also had English. We had English, only the bilingual group. We had English with the whole class, and we mostly had speaking that you do on English exams, on English matura, just speaking, you have, for example, you have given 3 images, photos, posters, anything, any kind of picture, and you have a description, for example, that for some kind of intro, that maybe your friend is planning on making an article about healthy lifestyle, and you have to decide which picture you would choose for the article, and you have to give 3 arguments why you would choose this picture, and you also should give 3 arguments to the rest of the pictures why you wouldn't choose them. but because when you choose one, you have to give 3 arguments, negative arguments for 2 photos. So our teacher even suggests us to actually do 2 arguments for each photo. So I choose this photo. I would choose this because argument 1, argument 2, argument 3. Easy. I wouldn't choose this because argument 1, argument 2. I also wouldn't choose this because argument 1, argument 2. Easy. Then we had some questions because that's how Matura is. So, for example, that's actually, I'm describing the task we had at school. There was a question, do you think that young people in Poland live a healthy lifestyle? Why not? And you have to talk for a whole minute about it, because the whole part of this exercise is 3 minutes. So you have around a minute to justify your decision about what photo you would choose. A minute for first question and a minute for the second question. And the second question was, I don't really remember. I think it was, is it important to do sports? Why not? And yeah, we also had an exercise about describing a picture. So we were given a picture, we had to describe it. Yeah, it was actually a picture of a dentist clinic. So it was all white. There was a woman who probably was a dentist because she had a special uniform. She had the dentist tools, and there also was a chair, but you couldn't really see the chair because it was covered with a man sitting on it, which was probably definitely a patient because he had this weird napkin on his neck. And yeah, you had to describe it, like where the photo was taken, are there any people, who do you think they are? You can, if you have a lot of time, you can add what do you think their relations are, what they are doing. Like, for example, yeah, there was a dentist, so you would say that the woman, I'm supposing, is a dentist because she is wearing a special uniform, and also she is holding a special tool that is used by dentists, something like that. And you also say about emotions. So, for example, the man looked relaxed, the man looked nervous, and yeah, that's all. And you also have like around a minute for that. And there are also 2 questions. So one where the examiner can like either pass on it, or you can just say less about it if you talk enough during the description. Because the question was, do you think the man is enjoying the dentist appointment? Why not? So yeah, if you said what emotions he looks like he feels during the description, then the examiner doesn't need such a really long answer. And the second one mostly is connected to your own experience. It doesn't have to be a real experience. You can just like make it up. Just, you have to talk. That's the main reason. You have to talk. That's the main point. It was, when was the last time you were at the doctor's? So my teacher asked one of the boys, so he started talking about a dentist, but I was just thinking if it meant like any kind of doctor or a dentist. But yeah, I probably would have thought of something. So yeah. And for Thursday, we have to be prepared for like the intro conversation. So the task we had is like you have to act out and dialogue with the examinator. So it's just like a chat. And it was actually that you have to pretend that you both are flatmates, and you are looking. You both are. You live together, and you are looking for a third flatmate, and you have 4 like points you have to make, and you just talk about the examinator as your flatmate, about looking for another flatmate. And it was, you have to talk about the age, what age do you want them to be, their gender, what chores they would have to, like the division of chores. Yeah. And the third, I don't really remember what was that, but it probably had something to do with rent, I think. Probably. And yeah, we have to be prepared with this for Thursday, so we just have to thought of something. The teacher allowed us to get in pairs and just act out the dialogue between ourselves, so we can have a whole written dialogue. But I don't really like working in pairs, and so probably I will just go to my teacher and she will act as the other flatmate, which the examinator would be. Because I also prefer the style that I know that I don't have a specified dialogue that I have to hold. I have to like be glued onto, because that will not be the case during the exam. The examinator will disagree with you, they will agree with you, they will want you to maybe talk more about something, talk less about something. So I just prefer to talk with my teacher because I don't really know what she will say, and that way I can train my thinking of things on the spot. So yeah, I also have physics. I don't remember much because I almost felt I was basically sleeping there. And I think that's it. I mean, I had biology like with the whole class. Then I also had biology, like only extended biology. So we had about immunity system, like lymphocytes, lymphocytes. I don't know. I have no idea. We had English with the whole class, English only bilingual part. Geography. So we had about, I don't know, about views. No, not views. Oh, we had about positives and negatives about on tourism and what is actually bad for the environment. And we also had physics. And that is all. I got back home. Oh, I need to show you. I bought a pen because I'm running out of pen ink. So I bought a pen, like this Valentine pen. It's really pretty. I hope that maybe if I get a Valentine on Valentine's Day, maybe I will get not a different kind of pen, like I don't know, any, but I had a really cool pen here. I really liked it, but I don't think I have it anymore. Oh, I think I got it. Yeah, I have two. They're really great. Like, I wish I could get them. Like, this Hurlitz Shiny. It's 0.5 millimeters. It's actually good. It's great. I loved taking biology notes, any kind of notes with it. I loved also writing with it. And another from Pentel, Energel liquid gel ink, and it's 0.7 millimeters, and it's so great. I love it because you can make this cute, maybe not cute, but like this cool your handwriting. Maybe not everyone's handwriting, but my handwriting when I was doing like my biology notes, it immediately looked better, and also it's like it's kind of thick and it's not really that light, so it's really comfortable. My hand doesn't hurt, because if the pen, for example this one, is really thin, although I need heavy pens. This one is heavy, it's comfortably heavy, but I don't like the ink because the ink is really like thick and it's draggy, so like it drags on paper, but the ink is barely there. It's really fair, and yeah, because of the fact that it's so thin, that I really like it, but because of the fact that it's so thin, when I'm writing something like really fast, my every single muscle in my hand just squeezes, and then I get cramps after only a second of writing. So I prefer like not really padded, but because they don't help much. But if it's a thin pen, I will accept it as long as it's heavy, maybe not extremely heavy, but it has the weight and it actually is smooth, because this one actually, it's like this, when you sometimes buy a really cheap pen, the ink like drags on paper, and it's like anything is barely coming out, and you feel like you're going to rip the paper. And yeah, I think yeah, for example, I have this pen here. Some papers like fall out. Like, doesn't it look like really good? And it's so bright. Like, the blue is really bright, so it's also a really good, because that way you actually can read the notes. I think I also had the one using this pen. At least I think so. Because for the first few months, I had a black pen, like this kind of black pen. I think it's 0.5 millimeter too, but it was from Temu, so they ran out of ink really fast, and some of them are not even usable because something clogs in them. But they were also really comfortable to use. Okay, I'm not sure if that's the... Okay. So no, I think oh yeah, that's the 0.5 millimeter. It's a little thinner, but it's still like, it has a nice blue. And the 0.7. Also, after some time, just to write faster, I was writing in a bigger letter size, and my letters were more draggy, and that's the 0.7 again, but it still looks good, and it was like so smooth, it was nice. And I bought this pen, but after purchasing it, I found out that it's probably erasable because it has an erase. So I hope that the ink is okay, because in some of the erasable pens, I don't like the way the ink is like soft and smooth, but it all at the same time it leaves this weird empty line in the middle, so it's like double text. So yeah, I hope that maybe I will get maybe a pen, at least a pen, from someone for Valentine's Day. But I will not talk about it anymore because we have 1.5 weeks more to the Valentine's Day. So I will probably make a video about Valentine's Day anyway. So yeah, today I also made myself... I didn't make myself porridge today. I ate some leftover soup that my mom made. It wasn't exactly good because, I don't know, it was kind of flavorless. But it could also be just my own preference. Because it was like... It was tomato, but it was curry soup with tortellini. Excuse me, with minced meat and with cream. And my mom says that it's good. She likes it. My sister likes it. I'm not a fan of it, but I ate it because I didn't have much like energy to make myself something else. And we also had some leftover fish paste, sandwich paste. So I ate it with some rice cakes. It's like a paste. My mom made it. It was made with smoked mackerel, with have a container, have a... Oh, my brain is having a stroke. Have a block. Yeah. Half a block of cottage cheese. Like not this like watery one, but the thick cottage cheese, like the twaróg, the quark. Is that how it's called? I heard this name someday, once or twice, and I think that's the correct name. The quark. The cottage cheese, the thick cottage cheese. But my mom sometimes makes it with the cottage cheese that is like this little balls with water. It's also really good. But this time she made this abomination, this scientific experiment. She added some tomato puree and some onion, and it's really good. I really like it. She likes it, but I'm not really a fan of this kind of paste with smoked fish. I prefer it with tinned fish, so I prefer a similar one, but with tinned mackerel or any kind of fish that is like in the tomato sauce. So you just add the fish with the tomato sauce, you add the quark or the cottage cheese, or I once even used Greek yogurt and it was also really good, or like skyr. And yeah, seasonings of your choice, probably mostly salt and pepper and onions. Sometimes you can add even vegetables to it, and it was so good. I really love it. I like it. It has such a and yeah, I ate the sandwiches, I ate the soup, and then I made myself some coffee, wheat coffee, because I am starting to think that I'm not really feeling good after normal coffee. So I'm trying out wheat coffee because I like drinking the coffee, but I don't like the fact that I have a caffeine rush, and after that I basically crash out completely and I'm almost dead for the other half of the day. So I'm trying out wheat coffee all over again to see if that will help me, because I really like the taste of coffee. I know it tastes differently because it's made of basically like toasting the wheat. So of course it will be like more wheaty in flavor, but it still slightly tastes like coffee. And yeah, I will see if that will make me feel better. If not, I will maybe try out drinking tea again, because it's my routine. In the morning, I started my day, I made myself a cup of coffee and I was drinking it while I was getting ready. But sometimes I would get really bloated at school after the coffee, or I would just have the need to the bathroom, if you know what I mean, and I wouldn't have enough time to go. So yeah, and once I tried out drinking only tea, and it helped me, either green tea or mint tea. I really love mint tea. It's so refreshing. It's so good. And yeah, I bought the wheat coffee. It's in a caramel flavor, and it's really good because you can actually taste the caramel. Recently I bought a normal coffee that is like flavored caramel flavor, but you barely taste it, and it's the company I'm not really a fan of. I don't like their coffee. It's just so burnt. You can feel how it's burnt. It's so ew. Like sometimes you feel like you're drinking charcoal. I don't like it. But I'm at the end of the tin, so my mom sometimes drinks it, so it will probably soon run out. And if I run out of the wheat caramel, I either will try the normal one, because we have a whole tin of normal wheat coffee in our cupboard, so I also want to get rid of that. And if not that, I also saw from the same company that makes the wheat coffee with caramel flavoring. I also have seen one that is like in the flavor of cappuccino. I don't know how the hell is that supposed to be a flavor, but maybe I will try it someday. And also, it's from the company Anatol. It's really good, but I don't like the idea that they make the coffee is in sachets. So it's like you have tea bags. It's basically the same, but inside the bag there's coffee. It's so weird to me. and I bought it for like, I think, $2.79, so it's not really a lot for 20 coffee bags. So it's around 18 grosze, I think. I don't know. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's really cheap. But I don't really like the idea of having a bag in my coffee. So if I will have the money, I will try a different company, Inca. It's also really great. When I was little, I was drinking it at my grandma's place, and it was so good. And I think I saw that they also have a caramel coffee, but if I heard correctly, I think they add to their coffee, they add sugar, and I'm not a fan of that. When I will have more time, I will probably check it out, like read the ingredient list, and maybe I will buy it, I don't know. So yeah, I bought myself the pen, and also because I got a 6 in English, and also during we had Polish, I forgot. Our teacher finally gave us back our essays, and I got a 4+. Yay! Normally I would get a 4, so a 4+, it's a big success for me. I just had I didn't add a comma in 3 places, and in one place I repeated myself, and in 2 or 3 places I didn't I added unnecessary words, or I just wrote something that didn't make any sense. So I bought myself some glitter glue. It's not a reward, I just found it and it was on sale, so I bought it. But I'm really happy about it. I don't know what I will be making with it. Maybe you have any suggestions. Maybe you have some ideas what I can do with it. Maybe you have maybe on Pinterest or somewhere a video or a post what you can do with glitter glue. You can send it to me in the comments and maybe I will do it. Maybe I will make a video about glitter glue arts and crafts. So yeah. And yeah, that's all for today's day. I went to sleep. I slept for almost 3.5 hours. And soon I'm going back to sleep. That's my whole day. I hope your day was great. I hope that you ate something, that the food you were, is, or will be eating is delicious. Keep being positive. Try out new things. Learn new things. Do whatever you like. And I will see you in the next video.